Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make us a nice recipe because we had such an abundant crop of zucchini. Well, I'm trying to use some of the zucchini that's in the freezer. So today we're going to make some zucchini bread. It's really, really good. Everybody likes it. It's a little different than some recipes, but it's an old one. But anyhow, there's a lot of ingredients. I'm doubling the recipe, so you're going to see a lot in there. But I'll leave the rest of the regular recipe. I will type it up and put it in the description so you guys can have it if you want. And don't forget, give me some thumbs up. I need thumbs up. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, first thing we're going to do, pop our oven at 350. Like I said, I'm doubling up the recipe. The recipe usually comes out with 3 of these mini loaf pans, but there's 6 here, so we're doubling it up. Okay, so first we're going to need, the recipe calls for 3 eggs. I got 6 eggs in here. I already beat them up. We're going to need some flour. I think it calls for 3 cups of that. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all of that stuff now, but anyhow, we got some flour in there, some crushed pineapple, a couple raisins, a couple walnuts, 2 cups, actually this is 4 cups of zucchini. Here's the rest of the walnuts. This is baking powder, baking soda, and some nutmeg. This is some cooking oil. I got, it calls for 1 cup, that's 2 cups. Okay, here we go again. And I got some sugar over here. So let's put it all together. Okay, so I put my vanilla in with the oil right now. It looks crazy, it's just bubbling at the bottom. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I think this is a better way to mix it. I'm going to pour a little bit of the sugar in there. I'm going to get a big fork. I was going to use the blender, but I want to show you guys. You can do this without without using the high-tech gadgets. Let's put it that way. So I'm just going to mix this like this, trying to get it all nice and happy. And we're going to put some more sugar in there. I'll tell you, if you guys should make this, but it's one of the best recipes out there. Well, my wife's had it for eons, so. And I just decided to share it with you guys because it really is that good. I mean, just ask the family. Speaking of family, that's why part of the reason I'm making this today, because 2 of her sisters are coming down today to visit their dad, and they're going to stop by here for a little bit. So I'm trying to get this done in time. Okay, that takes, like I said, this looks like a lot, but it's doubling up the recipe, so. And then once we get this into the egg, we're going to mix that so it's so nice and creamy. A nice creamy consistency. All right, bring the egg over. We beat this a little more now. It's been sitting. Remember, this is supposed to be 3 eggs, but I got 6 eggs in here. And that's large eggs anyway. I don't know if that matters. I might. Now, if you want to use a blender or hand blender to knock yourself out, you want to use a food processor. All up to you. I'm trying to just make this just in case you ain't got it. And just to show you, you can do it. Years ago, they did it like that, so. And we're going to beat this until it's nice and creamy. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and it's a creamy consistency. The dish is heavy too. All right, so I'm gonna put the pineapple in. I drained this pineapple. I'm putting 1 can of the crushed pineapple in on the counter. It was you're supposed to put 8 ounces in if you're making it by a single batch, but since we're doubling up it anyway, what I decided to do, let me dump a little, this still got a little more juice in there. I don't want to make it too wet, but it comes out nice and moist just the way it is, so. And yes, I washed my hands like 3 times already. Seems like every time I touch something, I say, let me wash my hands again. Okay, and I'm gonna mix this in just to try to make sure we don't get no one clump of any ingredient together. Just mix this in there. Now I have my zucchini. That, in case you guys don't know, yeah, you can freeze it. You just shred it up or whatever. And what I did was I took the zucchini, because some of them were pretty large. I hollowed them out. In other words, I took all the seeds out, and then I grated them. I used my shredding attachment that was on my food processor. Anyway, enough of that. Now let's bring this in, and we're going to mix the zucchini in there. Squeezed. That was my wife pop quizzed me just now. Did I drain it? I squeezed the heck out of this. Pineapple too. What do you think this is? A lame show? That's right. Yeah, you keep in the background. You don't want to help cook? Get out of my kitchen.
The details are in the recipe.
But anyhow, I did drain everything. And as you guys remember, just a few seconds ago, I said, oh, look, it looks like a little more pineapple juice. Let me get rid of that now. Did I drain it? Anyways, like I said, just mix and mix. Try to get a thorough mix on this. Make sure it's nice. Just to tell you how old this recipe is. First of all, it was handwritten. Secondly, instead of saying like vegetable oil, they called it salad oil. When was the last time you heard that one? All right, give me a minute. Let me wash my hands off again. Okay, so now we're going to do the dry stuff. Now, as you can see, I added a different bowl, bigger bowl. Okay, so in goes the baking soda, the baking powder, and the nutmeg. We're going to put in our nuts and our raisins. Raisins up next. Now I have no more ingredients on the counter, so that must mean, you guessed it, people, I got it all. So I'm going to do this time, since it's the dry stuff, I'm going to take this here and mix it all together so it gets happy, huh? Now the fun part's going to be when I dump all this egg and sugar. That's going to be the one to stir. I had a nice stirring attachment. I mean, a handheld one that I had at home with like 2 wires, but it was like a French handheld device, if you will, to mix everything together. Okay, now I'm going to dump some of this here in there. I'm going to start to fold this in. this is like making a pizza dough almost, huh? Well, this is going to turn out good. You guys will be surprised. When you see it and taste it. Okay. Just going to pour the rest of it in now. That was about half, right? Get all the num-nums because there's some of the sugar at the bottom. Feel like mixing cement. This is going to be a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, my wife is here helping. She's spraying the loaf pans, the mini pans. And as you can see, this is a consistency what you want right here. Can't get it no better. Just make sure there's no raw flour anywhere in there. She said, just keep mixing. So I kept mixing. I now have Popeye muscles I didn't know I had. But at any rate, she's all mixed up and ready to go. The oven's at 350. And we'll be right back as soon as I pour this stuff in a pan, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so here you see it. They're all about a little more than halfway full. It's going to rise a little bit. It's not going to overflow. But at any rate, we're going to stick it in the oven now, 350 for 1 hour. We'll be back. Okay, guys, there they are. That's a double batch. We got 6 loaves of the zucchini bread. I'm gonna let them cool down, and then I'm gonna get one, and we'll take a taste test. Okay, guys, the zucchini bread's cooled down enough, so I'm gonna try to just dump this out of there. Look at that, slides right out. That's why you gotta spray it. Look at that on the bottom, huh? Nice. So I'll flip this over. That's what you got, a nice loaf like that. I'm just going to cut. Look at that, huh? That's a walnut there, right there. Some raisins. Anyway, let me have another bite. Hold on, another bite. Let me take a bite. Wow. I love trying to get the end piece because it always has a nice little crisp on the edge. So there you have it, a delicious zucchini loaf. That'll even impress your grandma. So don't forget, give me some thumbs up. Stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, come back. We'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.